Going live. Good. Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? Welcome to the stream tonight. Advocates for Justice Paralegal School. We provide the tools, you do the work. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Easter's tomorrow. Everybody be safe, and it's time to get to work. So tonight, I actually put in a stream that we're going to talk about the lien, how to do the Lis Pendens lien, or at least share some information about that. Something else came up, so we're going to talk about that next week. And this week is the 16th, so I didn't know what next Saturday is going to be. Next Saturday will be the 23rd. So what I'd like to have you guys do is check and see what the statute for using the Lis Pendens, check and see what the requirements are for your state. We need to find out if the states are, if it's all the same, or if it just, if what's different is not relevant. If we can figure that out, then we can just make one thing and everybody can use it like we're doing and keep it simple. So next week when we come on, we're going to talk a little more about the Lis Pendens, and that gives me a chance to study that more. Those of you who are facing getting pushed off the edge of the cliff in the eviction process, you might want to at least put that lien. If I was fighting, I would put that lien or look into what you need to do that lien against your property, because that lien actually was enacted by legislature and Congress, and it's like it carries way more weight than their statute. So, and it's something that we're going to need to use to stop them from moving forward while we are waiting for their buddies to decide. I think you guys see where I'm going with that. Tonight, we're going to talk, I'm going to introduce you to the new TKO package that came about because of my sister's case. So we're going to start out talking about my sister's case, and I've been sharing everything with you guys on that from day one, and I always keep it straight because that's just the way I roll. So in my sister's case, we're going to do an update on that, and then we're going to talk about what we learned. In my sister's case, they sold her house a week and a half ago because, well, our lawsuit is still in court. When we amended it and changed it to the format that they liked, they accepted it. But the problem was, well, the problem that they used was the restraining order had the preliminary injunction on it. And so for a preliminary injunction, there's like one other element that's not present for the restraining order. And so because of that, they denied the restraining order. But funny thing is, and I'm going to share this with you because you guys need to know, those of you who have been fighting and all of a sudden they just did this stuff anyway, what they did in my sister's case, and it didn't take me too long to figure it out, looking over the paperwork that she had, what they did in my sister's case is they denied our restraining order on a Thursday, and the next day they took to deliver it to us. So it got to us on a Friday, and the following Wednesday, I think it was, that they sold her house. So when I looked at the paperwork and figured out what happened was the federal court and the state court, they worked out the timing where he could let me know it was dismissed, but after he let me know it's dismissed, after those guys already got everything all lined up. So, and that's what they did. So here's the thing. There's the thing. What they did was they got by notifying us about the sale, by doing it publicly. Yep, by doing it publicly. So as long as and the thing is, they're supposed to tell us, but they're going, whoops, what we forgot, we didn't know. Yeah. So when you guys call me when there's a situation, I usually always tell you, or when you email me, or when you message me, I always tell you before you message me or contact me, you need to do your research. Do your research. Google up what they're trying to do. Look up the words you don't understand in the judge's order. Figure out what they're doing and why. And then figure out what your game plan is going to be. And when you do that and you come to the table and say, hey, this is a situation I got. The judge did this and this is ridiculous that he did that because of this. And so this is what I think I should do. Now, that goes a long ways because now I have an understanding of where you are, how you're thinking, what you know, kind of, sort of. And I can say, well, I think that's a great plan, or that's a good plan. You might want to throw this in or check for that or something. You just never know. I have one person in the course, the online course, that the judge struck his jurisdictional challenge from the record, but he didn't say anything to anybody. So, that's what the group is for. You can come to the group, but, be ready. Don't just say the judge threw my stuff out. That tells us nothing. We know nothing about it. So do your homework, figure out what they're trying to do and why, and what you need to do about it. So I did the same thing tonight. They sold my sister's house, and Big Brother ain't happy. So I'm going to show you guys the new TKO package that I put together. Now, I'm in the process of upgrading, redoing, almost like making a new course. There are so many things I need to change. I'm taking this training and I'm learning how to make the course And so I'm making some changes. So I'm going to start building the new course on top of the old course. That way, the people that are in the course now still have access to all of their stuff, and they'll have access to this new TKO lawsuit package that I'm about to show you. Yeah, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you what we're doing about what they did. And then you guys can let me know what you think. So let me do a screen share real quick. Now I'm just going to show you guys the front page. Let me do a screen share here. Okay, we want to share that one. Okay. This is the screen share. What I didn't know my sister's going to file. She's just going to file a whole new claim. They picked at the last one and had all these. So we actually switched it, changed it up, and filed it. They dropped their attorney's wife off of it, and we had her on there only because we claimed their property as damages. So her name's on the property, so that's what you're supposed to do. So I didn't know why they think they need to do that, but we put her name back on it because we ain't having that. And they were trying to say in the beginning it wasn't a federal question. They were trying all of these things. Well, we've been learning from them since 2019. So we got a plan for them. This is what we brought to the table. And in this, as you can see, I I don't think I left much out. Now, those of you who know me, you know I know a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Now, this document is the bomb, and it's a little different. I took the online course lawsuit. Those of you in the online course, you know the 6 missing things and all of that stuff that they talk about. I took those things and I took the 42 USC 1983 civil rights lawsuit package and I put them together, so to speak, thingy. And it came out nice. And already stated a claim. Already stated a claim in there. It's all in there. Now, there are some things you're going to have to change. If they're in red font, you're going to have to put your story in like the story that's in there. And remember, when you're changing your document, we're not going to start at the beginning of their fraud. You want to start where they started, where they violated your rights, where they violated you because, you know, oh, wait, no, they never had jurisdiction from the gate. But it's best to stay out of that bag. So this is what we're going to the table with. This package is already in the, well, it's already in the judicial online course. I haven't had time to put it in the non-judicial course yet. My attention has been focused on this. Now, let's just go over this. You guys see here, you got your 42 USC stuff here, the action of deprivation of rights, violation of due process. And that's because of the court. Everything they did in court is a violation of your due process. The way the court operates is a violation of your due process. Conspiracy to commit real estate deed fraud. Real estate deed fraud. That's when they don't deliver your deed to your house like the state law says that they should. And they register it in their office, and that allowed them to put the first illegal lien against your property. Most people don't know that the first illegal lien is the mortgage lien, because if there were several people who own property, everybody would have to show up to sign that mortgage lien against the property, right? Yep. So the fact that the alleged lender accepted your signature on it shows that you own the property already. You just got the shell. I'm just saying. So we're addressing that here. Now, any of you that's in court using the things that you invested in here, you always, in the end, should allow them opportunity to make this go away and deliver your deed, deliver your property deed to your house, and remove all of the information from their computers of your property. That's what you need to have at the end, have them, force them to do. So it's, people are telling me, oh, it's not foreclosure, it's property tax. It's not property tax, it's foreclosure. It's HOA. It's all the same crap. They're trying to steal your deed to your property. And well, oh wait, they already have your deed. They just need to get your butt off their property. So this is what we're going to the table with. I made a brand new package. I'm including it in the online course. Now, I'm also going to include this package on my website for just the package that has everything in it, not the online course. It has all of the other materials and study guides and PDFs and things that the online course is structured for people who want to be a paralegal or property investors who have rentals that are facing the foreclosure. Or or someone who wants to have a foreclosure team be able to help. Now, the opportunities are endless here, I'm just saying. But that's what the course is structured for. And we're going to add this to the online course along with a new restraining order that I put together that my sister's going to file, but we haven't showed it to them yet because they're going to have a hard time with this. So we just want to show them a little at a time. So that's what we're going to do once we get this filed. Now, if our restraining order gets denied, then we'll probably go ahead and do the lien. the Lis Pendens against the property. And anybody that's struggling about to get pushed over the edge, I would probably suggest you should look into doing that. I'm still in the process of studying it, but I put it together for my sister already. So that document has a lot of power. Now, the clerk or whoever is where you take it, and I know this because of the feedback, my sister told me when she took it down what happened. And this is what has helped me be able to do these things that we're doing, the real-time feedback that I get from people for taking my stuff down there. So she told me that they checked every stinking page. And if you don't have a certified copy of the lawsuit or a certified copy of what you filed, then they won't take it. So, and rightly so, because this pushed the brakes on all of that. So we're figuring this out. So we took a few punches. I took a few punches, but we're not out the ring. We're still in the ring. And we're coming back with this. Oh, I'm also going to redo a restraining order that I used to finish up 2 $10 seatbelt tickets that I moved to federal court years back. And they were playing around, and so I filed a restraining order to block the state of Kansas from receiving federal funding, because the law states if the states violate the citizens' rights, they don't qualify for federal funding. Yeah, we're going to have that surprise for them next week, too. And I got a couple of other things, but we're just going to take it a couple of punches at a time, because we're not, we just want to drag this out as long as they want to. So we're not done yet. So this is what we got going in. And, they always play around with the jurisdiction issue and try to get at it. So I took the liberty of addressing a whole bunch of reasons why it needs to be in federal court. And some of these were pretty compelling. The state's guilty of real estate deed fraud, which is verified by the day-to-day process of registering homeowners' property deed in their office when there's no law. Yeah. So yeah, so the judge has a conflict of interest because the judge is getting paid by the state. The state's the one in control of your property deed, and the state is the one that's foreclosing on you. Yeah, I've been telling everybody, to attorneys, follow the paperwork. The paperwork goes back to the state. It does. When you take a look at least in my sister's case, on the lawsuit that they filed against her, down at the bottom was a barcode that was stamped on it. My opinion is that barcode is the administrative file for the sale, the theft of your house over and over and over when it goes to all these. That's my opinion. And that opinion is based off of following the names and the signatures and the way the program is structured. Because at the end of the day, okay, is it the attorney taking your house? Is it the bank taking your house? Is the neighbor taking your house? Oh, wait. So I play football and boxing, so I like to keep it simple. So I just want to check the signature on the document that they're using to take my house. So that pretty much should wrap it up. When you check the signature on the document of what they're using, that tells you right there that that signature on that document is an attorney. And an attorney don't have time to process out. Hey, think about this. In non-judicial foreclosure, if there's no administrative file filed in their office somewhere with all your stuff in it, if there's no file, how could they sell it on the sheriff's steps? They would not be able to sell it on the sheriff's steps because they wouldn't have no paperwork for it. Or maybe I'm just too simple-minded. So we don't want to go over all the factual allegations, but our first one here is the original contract was altered, stolen, and there was additions to it that are missing from the contract they filed in court. There's a whole new way to make. So that's what we got here. I spent a little time putting this package together. And those of you who are enrolled in the online course, you know that is my premium package and my baby. And I love making sure that that course has everything that we need. And I'm revamping it. And if you have to ask me if the people that already helped me get to where I'm at right now are going to be able to take the new course, then I think that I should slap you. Like Will Smith. No, yeah, Will Smith to slap you. Okay, sorry. Come on now. I've had one person ask me that, and I did not want to answer. Because, come on, guys, you know me. What am I going to look like cutting you guys off that already paid me and helped me build this program? Are you kidding me? So, no. And, okay, I'm being honest. I need guinea pigs. Okay, no, I'm kidding. No, don't call me. I'm kidding. I got enough. My hands are full helping my sister. Now, she's not a guinea pig. Well, kind of, sort of. Okay, how did I get to this? Okay, so that's it for this. What I want to show you guys next is the online course. I'm going to show you what the sales page looks like. Uh-oh. Let's see where my thingy's at. So this is the new sales page for the online course. Like I said, we're redoing the whole thing, starting with the sales page. And oh my, has this been a chore. So we got things lined up a little bit better here. My new training is really paying off. So this tells you a little bit about the beginning of the course and why I started it and where I'm going with it. And you guys all remember this review that came in of this family out in front of their house. This family with all of her family out in front of the house. And in the email that she sent me, all she said was, said review in the subject matter. And then below that, it said, my family values your work. And that was it. Enough said. Actually brought tears to my eyes. My wife thought I got something bad. My fault. Okay, never mind. Sorry. And then these are some of the reviews that I have showing on my website that I took off of Google. And some of them are reviews that were sent straight to me. So some attorneys don't. Now, I actually have had several attorneys like my stuff, and yeah, but most of them don't, and they've gone out of their way to interfere. Like they got my my ad shut down on Facebook, which wasn't helping me anyway, so that wasn't a problem. And then Google review, they jammed me up there because they don't have a storefront. So, but it didn't matter. I had 129 5-star, yeah, and though I lost them all. And so I said, that's okay, I'll start over. And we back. Now I use stock pictures because I didn't want to put pictures of my customers. If you send me a picture, I'll post it. But if you don't send me a picture, I'm not going to post a picture of you from your Facebook or whatever. That'd be creepy. But the reviews are real. The pictures not, but the reviews are real. And my wife thought maybe I shouldn't say that, but that's the deal. Everything's, it's funny how it goes because Other people shop on Shutterstock, so they see pictures on Shutterstock. And then this is the video that's underneath the online course, or right before you get to the. Now it's showing here the foreclosure DUI lawsuit ring strategy. Everyone should use this. I posted it in the Facebook page. I posted it in videos. I posted a link to it. This gives you like a step-by-step guide of the things that you have to get done to get to where you need to be. And that's the biggest eye opener that I face in this training that I'm getting. So we're figuring out a way to make this work, and so we're using this strategy in both the online course and the lawsuit package. The only difference is the online course paperwork is stepped up. Boom. I mean, and with this new edition that we're talking about, the TKO package, that's going to be the bomb. So those of you, Joe, yep, the package is in there. You should see it in your course curriculum. So go get it. There was someone else, Gary, Glenn. I know you guys might have to start over, but let me tell you, look at this package. And it would be worth, in my opinion, starting over, even if you're about to get, jammed up, because this came out great. So this video here goes over that, so you can see. And this video is on my channel too. So we also posted the video how to state a claim for relief. This is super, super important that you do this. You learn this. And you use this to put your information in the paperwork, and use what's in the paperwork and fit your stuff to it. So you're not doing everything from their fraud. You want to use paperwork and use the facts in the paperwork. So it's important that you understand the lawsuit package. It's important that you understand it. And that comes from reading it over and over and looking up anything that doesn't make sense. If you don't understand something, look it up on Google. And I'm going to give you guys another tip. If you're trying to structure a document, the best thing to do is go to Scrib, SCRIBD, I don't know. And you can go there and you can look up documents. That's where when I needed to figure out the wording that I needed to put inside of the Lis Pendens, I went there first and pulled it open. There was like 4 or 5. I saved like 3 or 4. Then I saw one, bam, that was it. And I never even looked at the other ones. I mean, went through them clearly, So I used it. I was going to show that to you guys, but I need to do some more work on it, because I need to make sure that we have the back door closed. There's always a back door. And I think it is, because from what I read, it's very complicated to get that removed. Thanks, Jim. Grib. That is where you go and get documents. You can put in a document in your state, and sometimes you can pull up a document that's from your state. Now, what I do, and I'm just going to throw it out there because that's what a paralegal school is about. What I do is I go and look up this stuff, and I see what they, I read it. Then I go to the judge's opinion. I want to read the judge's order. That's what I want to look up. I want to get my words from the judge's order, because, that judge has been doing this shit for a long time. Yeah. So, and I used words from the judge's order in the front page of the lawsuit that my sister filed. And one of the things that I used was the fact that everybody gets an opportunity to make one amendment without getting smashed in the face and having to beg them and stuff. So that's what that's about. So if you guys are trying to put something together, that's the best place to go and look at. Now, here is the beginning of the course curriculum. And these here are the new additions that I've added. This one is conflict of interest. This one here is the lawsuit that I used in my sister's case that got it terminated. Now, if you use this, you're going to have to state a claim because you have to do that yourself and use your facts. Not all of them, just a few of them according to what you're doing. And these are the steps that you're going to be going through, and this is the TKO package that I just added today, and this is about it. So this tells you about it. We'll just click on it. So my picture there, yeah, that's pretty stinking badass. That's So this is a little bit about the package. And then at the bottom here is a place that you can leave comments. And I get these. So when you leave a comment here, if you're in the course and you have a question, you can leave it here and I will get it and I will answer it as soon as I get it. Now there's the email system from Teachable too that you can email from inside of the thing and from inside of the software. Hi, Penny. Welcome to the show tonight. Now, Penny got her stuff filed. I think she got her stuff filed, and I don't remember where she's actually at with it. So, how's your thing going, Penny? You got your lawsuit filed, right? Thank you, Penny. Now, I set the online course up for payments. We're going to try this again. Last time didn't work out too well for me. It worked out for you. So we got it set up for 2 payments of $600, 1 payment this month, and then the following payment next month. And the payments will be automatically taken from your credit card. I didn't have that set up last time, and so Penny said yes, and she filed the default. They're in default. They can't answer to that. So, Penny, what we learned tonight in my sister's case is that they tried to do this. I think they've been doing this to a lot of people. They do the publication notice instead of telling you, and then they wait for the publication notice to be expired, and then they go ahead and they sell your stuff. And that's what we're figuring it out. So we're looking into filing the Lis Pendens lien as soon as possible. Now I was going to talk about that tonight, but I got a little sidetracked, as you can see, because my sister is very important, and I don't like to lose, so I'm going to do whatever it takes, and I don't like to lose, so it's going to get interesting up in here. So Penny says, yeah, and they're in default. Way to go, girl. Nice. So I think too, guys, learning how to state a claim it's pretty easy. All you do is you take the facts that you have and you number them in sentences, make each one a sentence. If I were you, I would not number them until you're all done. Because if you do, and then you think of something, thank you, Penny. Sometimes that becomes a challenge when people aren't doing the right thing, and then I have to make a decision. Or I've had a couple people tell me to stand down, which I did, and they got evicted. So it's sad, but it's if I don't think you're doing, if I don't think, I'm gonna let you know. That's what a coach does. And if that pisses you off, you probably shouldn't be here. You probably start packing your stuff. Howdy. Welcome to the show tonight, Dylan. Oh, you guys, make sure that you when you go to my YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe, ring the bell, and do all that stuff. And most of all, click on those ads, because that's how I'm getting paid. Well, that's how I'd like to get paid. I'm not making enough money yet. But click on those ads, okay? Because someday when other people find out what's going on here, I'll be getting those whole bunch of millions of followers, and then everybody will be clicking on that millions and me. And when I do, I'm going to lower the prices on my lawsuit packages, because I would like to see everybody that has the courage to fight have an opportunity to take care of some business. There you go. Penny says, hey, let's finish this up here. Now, when you go to the course, you have a choice of judicial or non-judicial, and then somewhere in the checkout area, there's a way you can check out and get the two-payment situation for people who would like it. And dude, you guys can go in with someone. Now, I'm only going to, the software of Teachable is only going to send it to one person. Now, you guys, that person can go, and you guys can go in together, and have one person get it and go to that person's house at night, start studying and learning this stuff, so that you can be like, so that you guys can be like Miss Penny, Miss Wildfire Penny here. They're in default. I love it. And I love my job. Okay, I think I was going to show you guys the rest of the sales page, but I lost it. So if you guys are interested in the online course, I have a link for it on my website. You can go to my website. You can go to my website. There, and get what you need. I have a package for $150 eviction stopper, and it's and the reason I put $150 on it, because I want people that's about to get a foreclosure eviction stopper. And the reason I put that on there is because I want people to be able to to stop that process and stick it back in their face. I can say that. And then here's the rest of the course curriculum. Now, the top part of the course that we went over is the most important part, because that is the part where you take that lawsuit, you take the lawsuit document, you change the top heading to so you can file it in state court, change it to a counterclaim, and you file it in a state court case as a counterclaim. Well, before you file it as a counterclaim, you add the judge to it and the attorney. So you're adding them to their own case, and then you're sticking it back in their face. Yeah. And that causes a problem for them, because now they can't litigate a case they're party to. They can't represent themselves. And when I do that, it's usually after I recuse the judge already. So how to state a claim, how to file an answer. And I'm going to put another section in a few days, and it's going to have a link that you need also to a resource on how to state a claim. So you can see a lot of work has went into this, and we're changing it now. And here's our family that sent me a picture. And here's both of the courses, and you can click here and view the products. And then now here, if you want to get, you can leave your email and subscribe to my WordPress website. And I have about a couple of hundred people now, and I'm going to, at some point when I learn how to use the other software, I'm going to send out special deals to all of the people that left their email here. So you'll get opportunity to get some of the new stuff that I put together. You'll get the first opportunity at that at a little bit of a better deal, because you guys are the ones that are supporting me and helping this work. So I want to make sure that I'm giving back by putting together what you guys need to punch some people in the face. Hey, Lori, welcome to the show. She says she used the Lis Pendens against, oh, they use it against her. Yeah, they do some dirty work, Lori. You know that already. So that's the bottom of that. Is there anything else? Yeah, I think that's all I want to share on that one. So we're going to close up the screen share. Okay, we're back. And when you guys get something from the court, make sure that you do the research before you contact me. You know, and especially if you're freaking out. So it's not a good idea to contact me if you're freaking and you need to breathe in a paper bag. But do your research. Figure out what they're doing. If you understand it, why they're doing it, and what you need to do. Those things are great that you figure those out before you contact me, before you email me or message me. And then you can message me that this is what they did, this is what I think, and this is what I think we need to do next. Now that opens the door for a whole lot better coaching than they threw my stuff out. Okay, because that tells me nothing. You always want to make sure you give me the information. And they've been sliding by us with the service by publication. And you know what? If that's what they had to do, then my stuff is fire. And with the help of everybody working together, we're going to get this and start, and we're already screwing these doors shut that they're trying to use, because this Lis Pendens will put the brakes on all that nonsense that they do when they're supposed to be sitting their butt down until their buddy decides if you're going to get your stuff or not. Oh wait, until you get done suing them. So you guys need to keep that in mind. And those of you who are in the fight, you should, you need to be careful about that. Now, if there's a Lis Pendens file, it should be in the court record. But like I said, I'm still researching that, so I got a little work to do on that. You also want to look up what the requirements are for removing it. That way, when you build what you have, you'll know how to use it. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you for the privilege of sharing your time. I will see you guys. Oh, next week, you guys look up the Lis Pendens statute for your state, and come to the stream and let me know what the requirements are. You need to look up the statute for the Lis Pendens in your state, and then figure out what the requirements are, and then write the requirements down, or whatever, so you can copy and paste them. You don't have to write all of the stuff. Just write the requirements down, because all the rest of the words don't mean shit. We just need to see the requirements. Now, if the requirements are all the same, then that opens the door for us to do this real easy. If they're different, then we're already going to have everybody check, because you have to get the requirements and get this done right, or they're not going to take it. And my sister told me they took hers and they looked it over with a fine-tooth comb, because she didn't have a certified copy yet. And they said, hell no, get this shit out of here. Yeah, so we're going to just go ahead. Oh, and according to what I read, it said they charged you $14. And my sister said they charged her $20 for the first 2 pages, and then $17 a page, or some crazy ass. Yeah, so what we're going to do is, once she gets her lawsuit files, we're going to file that restraining order that I put in this new package, and we're not going to use the Lis Pendens unless we need to. Now, one of the things you got to understand too is, in Kansas we have a redemption period. Some states do and some states don't. The redemption period means that that's a period of time that you have to redeem your property. Their redemption is paying them. Now, but you can still use that year time to do what you need to do. And this is why I tell people, stopping the sale is not the most important thing. The most important thing is having a game plan, a strategy that's going to stop the eviction process. Because you can stop the sale, but if you don't have it lined up to stop the eviction process too, they're going to stall just like we've been doing. until they get the police will get your butt off their property. So keep that in mind. Come next week with some information for me, because this is going to help us put this thing together. And what I'll probably do is share the Lis Pendens on my website, so that everybody can use it. Because once we figure out, if we can figure out what the requirements are, and if they're all the same, then everybody can use it. If not, then you got to make your own. So come next week with some information for me, so you guys can help me put this together. This is pretty badass, because if we figure out how to stop them in their tracks until we get done smacking their butts in court, we'll be doing a whole lot better. So good night, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.